Hey everyone, it's John with Vermont Homesteader, and I'm out here in the food plot today, and I bush hogged this a couple weeks ago. Last week I lawn mowed it, and this week we're going to lawn mow it again because starting, I think Sunday, I should be able to till this up. We're going to turn it to that nice rich dark earth that we have here, and then I'm going to plant some seed. Going to plant turnip, sugar beets, and kale out here. The turnip and the sugar beets provide green leaves as they grow, and as the winter gets here, the bulbs, they grow big bulbs in the ground. The deer like to pull the plant out of the ground and eat the bulbs. And the kale is just a green leafy source of food for them. Even once the snow flies, the kale will stay. I've had kale stay all winter, even here in Vermont, and we get down to -20, -30 sometimes. So, and if it does die, I've had it, actually all of it, turnip, sugar beets, and the kale regrow the next spring. And any bulbs that are left over in the spring, the deer this is the first thing they'll hit in the spring. They hit green grass and they eat the leftover bulbs from last year. So we're going to do some mowing. Stick with me, and in a couple days I'll be out here with the tiller. I'll show you that as we till it up, and then I'll also show you how we put the seed down for this food plot. John with Vermont Homesteader, and it's not Sunday, but it's Monday, and we're back out here at the food plot. As you can see, it looks like, a broken up mowed lawn, because we mowed it twice with the lawnmowers after we brush hogged it. And today we're going to be tilling, and so we'll have some of that on here today, digging up the dirt, and then I'm going to do some seeding. It's actually perfect today. I couldn't get to it yesterday, but that was fine because today's the last sunny day that we have for a few days. The next 3 days, it's supposed to be showers and thunderstorms on and off whenever the clouds decide to drop something on us. So the rain is really important. You always want to plant seed right before rain because the rain does a couple things. One, it'll pound the seed into the loose soil, so the birds don't get it all, and so that you have good soil to seed contact. And the rain also helps with the germination. You need good soil to seed contact, you need some water, and you need some heat. So we'll get the soil, we'll get the water, and then starting Friday we'll get some sun on it, and between the three it should germinate nicely. This food plot does really well. I don't usually have to do anything to it except mow it and till it up. And there's 2 apple trees there, an apple tree here, an apple tree there, a couple more apple trees over there, and one there. So besides all the food I put in the ground, there's a whole bunch of apples right here. I just had a little either 4 or 6 pointer in here the other day. Cell camera's right behind me, and he was standing right about where we are here, and he was just standing here looking out over the valley and eating on this nicely cut grass. There's a bunch of clover in here still, but anyway, we're gonna get going. We're gonna till up some ground. So there's my stand on this food plot. Figured I'd show you around just a little bit. We'll zoom back out, and you can see there's my tractor from the last shot, and there's another camera right there, but that's just a regular trail camera. That's not a cell camera. So I've got one camera up high here and one down low, and And then when I get to sit in my stand, I get to look across this beautiful valley. And there's the other side of the food plot. We're going to be tilling all this up. Got a mixture of sugar beets, turnip, kale, and then I had a little bit of white clover and ryegrass left, so that's in here as well. And I'm just going to finish this up, and then we just got to watch it grow. So I'm all done. All the seed is spread, and pretty excited about this food plot. It's always good. I don't usually hunt it early season. I usually hunt a stand out at the end of the property this way in the woods, because the deer usually get to this early season pretty late, sometimes 9, 10 o'clock at night after it's dark. So though I have seen, I had a 4 or 6 pointer in here the other morning. There was a doe actually out in my mowed grass also this morning. But traditionally, once October gets here, they're not here in October. They come here, you know, in the evening after the night falls. When this is really good is late fall, so late season. So those last 2 weeks of December that we get to hunt here in Vermont, where it's muzzleloader and bow, and then the last few days it's just bow until the 15th of December. And the deer are in here heavy. Anytime during the day, any daylight hours they can be in here, but especially that last half hour to an hour before dark in the afternoon, the deer just kind of fill in here and start eating because it's getting cold. There might be a foot of snow on the ground, and they want the food. So that's when this really comes in handy here, close to the house. I'm only, I don't know, 200 yards from the house, and the neighbor's house is right down there at the bottom of the hill. So that's why they don't come here in October. Even though there's a lot of cover, they still don't like to be here. They like to wait on the hillside someplace till it gets dark, and then they'll come in. So I'll be up in the woods when you see me in October hunting here in Vermont. I won't be near either of these food plots. These are these become destination food plots in October into early November, and then they start pre-rut and rut, and then they're just everywhere. They're running around like lunatics. You can't tell where they're going to be. So you just got to find a place where there's a bunch of does and hunker down and hope a nice buck comes by. And then 2 weeks in December, this is money, that tree stand right there. So hopefully it pans out, and we'll see you out here hunting soon. Vermont Homesteader.